Dear students, good morning. I am A.K. Kashyap, PGT Chemistry from Atomic Energy Central School number 4, Rawatbata. Today I am taking an experiment in chemistry, that is a qualitative analysis. This is one of the important experiment in chemistry. Here we analyze the different salts where salts contains cation and anion. These cations and anions are analyzed with the help of chemical tests. Suitable chemical tests, we are going to analyze them. Anion divided into three categories. Those who combine with dilute acid, they are in one category. They are called anions of dilute group, dilute acid group. Those who combine with the concentrate acids like concentrate sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, they are categorized in concentrate acid group. And those who are not going to combine, they are placed in neutral group. So first we analyze the group of anion. Okay? Similarly, when we analyze cation, except zero group, that is especially for ammonium, we prepare original solution and adding group reagents of the suitable group and analyzing the cation of a particular group. The cations are divided into group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6 or 0 group. So taking care of these things, we have to start the experiment. Today I am going to take this experiment, determination of one anion and one cation in present in given salt ammonium carbonate, present in given salt of ammonium carbonate. Salt is known here ammonium carbonate. So what to do? First we have to go for preliminary test, basic test, color, state and solubility. The color of the salt is, here the salt, this is the salt, color of the salt is white, it is crystalline, actually it is crystalline solid, all ionic salts are crystalline in nature, crystalline solid, and we have to check its solubility. Solubility, take the salt, small amount of salt into the test tube and add water to this. Solubility, we have to check solubility, soluble in water or not. The salt is going to disappear. This shows that this is the soluble in water. So here it is white in color, crystalline solid and soluble in water. That is the solubility test. Okay. Then starting from anion first, we have to start with the dilute acid. We have to take the salt in a test tube, take the salt again in a test tube, here the salt, take the small amount of salt in a test tube and add dilute sulfuric acid. This is the dilute sulfuric acid, here it is dilute sulfuric acid. We are analyzing the group of anion first. We have to hold the test tube in the test tube holder, that is the necessity of the chemistry lab. Add dilute sulfuric acid to this. Be careful, keep it away. Colorless gas with brisk effervescence. This is the observation. You can see that gas is colorless, it is not giving any color and giving much effervescence. That is called brisk effervescence. So, this anion belongs to dilute group. It may be carbonate because carbonate gives colorless gas and effervescence is brisk. Colorless gas with brisk effervescence comes out. Dilute group present, it may be carbonate. What is the write-up here? Serial number 1. Here we have to write, take a small amount of salt in a test tube and add dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, that is done here. Then observation. colorless gas with brisk effervescence comes out. That is the observation. An inference, dilute group present, it may be carbonate ion, it may be CO3 2 minus ion. Okay, so let us proceed for the next one. We have to pass the gas through lime water, that is the serial number 2. How to pass it? The gas which is coming out, we have to collect in a test tube in this manner. This is the way. Here the salt, dilute sulfuric acid, and put the test tube here in this way. So some of the gas will collect in the test tube. It may be slightly tilted so that air will come out and the gas will collect in this. Let us see that. Here, take the salt. Here the salt, colorless salt. It is white in color actually. Add dilute sulfuric acid. Again, the same experiment I am repeating to collect the gas. Earlier experiment I have not collected the gas. Here, dilute sulfuric acid. The gas is coming out vigorously and put the test tube here over in this way. Some of the gas is going to collect here in this way. Reaction is stopped. Let us hold the test tube in this way so that the gas will not come out, and add lime water in this test tube. Here the lime water. This is the bottle containing lime water. Lime water is the aqueous calcium hydroxide. Add aqueous calcium hydroxide in this test tube. Here it is. This lime water, which was colorless, turns milky. This milkiness is because calcium hydroxide, which is the lime water, combines with carbon dioxide and forms calcium carbonate. This calcium carbonate, CaCO3 form, this is insoluble in water. That's why it is giving milkiness appearance to the water, to the calcium hydroxide solution. This milkiness, and when much amount of gas is collected here, or we are able to pass the gas continuously through this milky solution, this milkiness will disappear. This is due to formation of calcium hydrogen carbonate. This calcium carbonate again combines with carbon dioxide in aqueous medium to form calcium hydrogen carbonate. So in this way we can say that carbonate present. What is the write up for this serial number 2? Pass the gas through lime water. This is the serial number 2. We are going to pass the gas through lime water. Lime water turns milky is the observation. Lime water turns milky. And inference is carbonate present. Okay? This is the second experiment. Now we have to confirm. Now we are up to some extent sure that carbonate is present in the salt. Then how to confirm? First a group test, then we are going to show its presence, and finally confirmation test. In the confirmation test, that is called magnesium sulfate test. Take the test tube. Here I am taking the test tube. Take the test tube. Add salt in the test tube. Here is the salt in the test tube, and dissolve in water. Add water to this to make its aqueous solution. Okay? We have to dissolve it completely. We have to wait for some time to disappear. It should dissolve completely. Okay, this is going to disappear. Whiteness is not seen here. It is soluble in water. Salt is soluble in water. Okay, make some dilute, more dilute to this, and add magnesium sulfate solution. This is the magnesium sulfate. You can see here it is written magnesium sulfate, MgSO4, and add dropwise to this test tube. Dropwise. Here facility is like this. It will come out in the form of drops. Okay. Now you can see the change. White precipitate, it is floating precipitate. White precipitate appears. This is because of the formation of magnesium carbonate. Magnesium sulfate, water soluble. Its carbonate is water insoluble. It is going to combine with the carbonate, sodium carbonate, or whatever carbonate is taken, ammonium carbonate, to form magnesium carbonate. This magnesium carbonate is water insoluble, that's why it looks in the form of precipitate. After some time, it will settle down. You can see the whiteness, the color change here, it is colorless. It is the solution, and this is the magnesium carbonate. Because of that, it looks white. It is white in color, insoluble in water, that's why we get white precipitate. It is clear white precipitate is seen. So this is the conformation of carbonate. In this way, we have confirmed the presence of carbonate. Then, how to write it? Let me come to this part. I am writing in salt. Salt plus dilute H2SO4. Dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, we have taken the salt in the test tube and added dilute sulfuric acid. Observation: colorless gas with the brisk effervescence. Brisk effervescence comes out. With brisk effervescence comes out. The effervescence is due to the vigorous reaction between the carbonate and dilute sulfuric acid. And here dilute group present. Dilute group present. It may be carbonate ion. That is the first experiment. In this way we have to proceed for the writing part. Another part, this is the first one. Pass the gas through lime water. This was the second experiment. How to write? Pass the gas through lime water. We have taken gas, we have collected gas in a test tube and added lime water, calcium hydroxide. Observation: lime water turns milky. Here, lime water turns milky. This milkiness is because of the formation of insoluble white precipitate. White compound, that is the calcium carbonate. It is insoluble in water. And here we have to write carbonate present. We are not sure. Up to some extent, we can say carbonate present. Carbonate ion present. Okay? This is the second step. We have up to some extent we are sure that carbonate is there. After that, for its confirmation, we have to take aqueous solution of the salt and MgSO4, magnesium sulfate. That is the third part. Salt solution plus magnesium sulfate, MgSO4. Here we have to write it words. Take the aqueous solution of the salt and add magnesium sulfate solution. Then observation: white precipitate appears. Here is the white precipitate. This is the white precipitate. White precipitate appears. Confirmation of carbonate is there. Carbonate is confirmed. In the third one, Here is the white PPT, and here is CO3 2 minus is confirmed. That is the confirmation part. So that we have to start with group analysis. Up to some extent we are going to be sure that this is the anion present, and after that some confirmation test to confirm the anion. This is called qualitative analysis of carbonate. We have confirmed the anion of the salt. Now we have to proceed for cation analysis of the same salt, which contains a cation also. Then its appearance, state and solubility is similar. If you want to prepare its original solution, it is soluble in water, it is dissolved in water, and that is taken as original solution. Starting with the sixth group or zero group, ammonium, which has no group reagent. Then what to do for that? Take the test tube, add a small amount of salt in this. Here is the salt, and add sodium hydroxide. This is the experiment for the ammonium. Sodium hydroxide aqueous solution to this. Sodium hydroxide is here. Here is the sodium hydroxide. And when ammonium salt, we have studied in inorganic chemistry, ammonium salt combined with this NaOH, it gives ammonia gas. Ammonia smell is coming out, ammonical smell we feel, but we have to avoid the smell directly. So that to confirm ammonium, we have to take ammonia coming out. For that, we have to take hydrochloric acid. At the same time, we can do that. Here I am taking hydrochloric acid. Here is the hydrochloric acid. A glass rod dipped in, this is the glass rod, it is dipped in hydrochloric acid in this way. It should be ready with us. And add sodium hydroxide solution. After adding sodium hydroxide, we have to put the glass rod over the mouth of test tube. Here it is in this way. Put the sodium hydroxide. After adding sodium hydroxide, we have to keep glass rod just above this, not touching to the test tube. It is above this. Let me show. Here is the sodium hydroxide. Add sodium, the test tube holding, it should be like this. It should be away from the body. Ammonia is colorless gas, that's why we can't see any color. We have to avoid the feeling. This is white fume, you can notice it. White fumes are coming out. This is looking like a burning material. A white fume is coming out, and a drop of HCl is come inside. You can see the white fume in the test tube itself also. In this way, this shows that ammonia gas was coming out, which combines with HCl to form ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride is white in color, its particles are there. That's why we are able to see white color of ammonium chloride. Okay, is it clear? Salt combines with sodium hydroxide to give ammonia gas. This ammonia gas combined with hydrochloric acid to form ammonium chloride, and that white fumes you can see here, it was coming in the air also. Okay, this is the confirmation. This is the, up to some extent we showed that zero group present, it may be ammonium. Then its confirmation. Its confirmation is done with the help of an experiment where we use Nessler's reagent. Take the salt again, that white salt, in the test tube, here it is, and we are going to add sodium hydroxide. Again, sodium hydroxide. Actually, Nessler's reagent is a complex compound, K2HgI4. It combines with ammonia in presence of water to form a colored material. And that colored material, we can see here, ammonium hydroxide, and then we have to add Naessler's reagent. Second requirement is Naessler's reagent. Here is the reagent. It is ready-made, provided by suppliers, ready-made. So this is Naessler's reagent. Then what to do? Take the salt, add NaOH, sodium hydroxide, and ammonia gas is being formed. We cannot see that, it is colorless. Then we have to add few drops of Naessler's reagent. You can notice the brown color appears here also in on the side of test tube, here in this way. This indicates the presence of ammonium ion in the salt. This brown color is the formation of a new compound with Naessler's reagent. Okay, is it clear? So, what we conclude here, this is for anion, then for cation, how to manage the writer. Here we have to take salt, take a small amount of salt in the test tube and add ammonium hydroxide. Sorry, sodium hydroxide, it is not ammonium, it is sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Sodium hydroxide solution. Observation, colorless gas with the ammonical smell, ammonical smell comes out. This is the observation, colorless gas with ammonical smell comes out, and this shows that zero group present, it may be ammonium. Zero group present, it may be ammonium ion. Okay, then next is we have to put a glass rod over the mouth of test tube which is dipped in hydrochloric acid. Then what to do? Put a glass rod over the mouth of test tube which was dipped in hydrochloric acid. And observation, white fumes appears. This white fumes is because of the formation of ammonium chloride. Ammonium present. This is the second one. Up to some extent we are sure that ammonium is there. And finally, confirmation, take the salt in a test tube, add sodium hydroxide solution in that and add Naessler's reagent. This experiment can be done in different way also. If you are having the facility to pass the gas through Naessler's reagent, it is better, it will give better result. Naessler's reagent, brown precipitate appears. This indicates the presence of ammonium ion. In this way, ammonium is confirmed. So, we have analyzed cation as well as anion both in the salt. Cation and anion both are analyzed with the help of these experiments. Then, what is the complex system? We have to write the result at the end. The salt, given salt, contains cation, it was ammonium, NH4 caustic, anion, it was a carbonate, CO3 2 minus, and compound is, formula is compound is ammonium carbonate, NH4 twice CO3, ammonium carbonate. This is the experiment, and after that we have to write the chemical equation involved in these experiments on left side of the notebook, which tells us about which gas is coming out, which precipitate is formed, what is the color of the precipitate. These information we can mention. Thank you very much.